New Pokemon Snap, released April 30th for the Nintendo Switch, is the sequel to the Nintendo 64 game Pokemon Snap. A children's game centered around simply taking pictures of adorable monsters, this game is a cozy experience of leaning back, watching something akin to a nature documentary, and taking a few pictures along the way. This concept of playing a fantasy photographer feels like one which shouldn't need to have much depth in order to still be a fulfilling experience. And maybe this would be true were it not for the predecessor, which seems to upstage the title despite releasing over 2 decades ago. Pokemon Snap, released in 1999, was one of several spin-off oddities released at the time in the Pokemon franchise, alongside titles such as Hey You Pikachu and Pokemon Puzzle League. In Pokemon Snap, the player rode along an automated track and took pictures of Pokemon. Despite typically being regarded as a charming yet basic children's game, Pokemon Snap offered a surprising amount of puzzle solving. While riding along the track and snapping photos, the player also has several tools to interact with the Pokemon, which can cause a variety of reactions, leading to better photos, higher scores, and, in some cases, access to a new stage. This process of trial and error puzzle solving is what made the game as memorable as it was. A simple game of riding in a cart and taking pictures of animals, all which do the same routine every time, would get boring quickly. This extra element of surprise and discovery made the title something worth remembering. New Pokemon Snap is frustrating when compared with its predecessor. Technological leaps have allowed for much more impressive visuals and the potential to bring the wonder fostered by the original game to a new generation of children. Instead of living up to this potential, it serves as a fairly hollow experience. The gameplay is largely the same. Ride along a designated path, take pictures, and occasionally use tools to interact with your surroundings. The significant difference comes from these interactions. In the original, interactions were varied and could lead to interesting situations. For example, the player could lay a trail of bait, leading one Pokemon to another, causing the two to play with each other and make for a high-scoring photo. In New Pokemon Snap, interactions are pretty limited. You can throw bait, but rather than following a trail, they'll simply sit down and eat it. Pokemon interact with each other in predetermined ways regardless of what actions the player takes. Agency is drastically reduced. Where Pokemon Snap was a petting zoo, New Pokemon Snap is more akin to a safari ride. There are a lot of interesting animals to look at, but minimal direct interaction. That isn't to say New Pokemon Snap is bad. The visuals are wonderful, not only in comparison to the polygonal figures seen on the Nintendo 64, but for any title released on the Switch. As well, new functionality in which players can edit their photos and share them online helps to make photos feel that much more original and special. The game also manages to keep the player's attention well by offering many new locations to traverse and Pokemon to take photos of. The sheer quantity allows for many hours of fresh experiences, as opposed to Pokemon Snap's repetition of each level playing the same every time, with any variation occurring only through the actions of the player. Still though, with bland interactions, a forgettable soundtrack, and simplified gameplay, it's hard not to be disappointed when seeing the missed potential of a good game that could have been great. This review is coming a little bit after the fact since New Pokemon Snap released over half a year ago, and odds are if you're going to pick the game up, you probably already have. So I would instead like to say that if you liked New Pokemon Snap at all, or you have any interest in New Pokemon Snap, why not go back and play the original? It'll be coming to Nintendo Switch Online pretty soon with their N64 package, and it is available on the Wii Virtual Console. I'll leave it up to you to interpret what I mean by that last bit, but hopefully you get my meaning. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know by either leaving a comment or a like, and let me know if there's any other games you would like to hear me do a review on. I play quite a bit, and for some reason it never really occurred to me that I could just review a game. So here it is. All right, bye.